All right, all right. Welcome, everybody, to our Tuesday night overview. My name is Travis Flaherty, and I am excited to be here with you this evening. Before we start the presentation tonight, what I'd like to do is I'd like to start by just giving you a little bit of my personal background. I want to share a story with you about the power of being open to opportunities, and just giving you an example of what this call can mean to you and your family. So going back about 12 years ago, first of all, a little bit about me. I've been married for 18 years. I have 6 children, big family, and I love entrepreneurship. I believe that entrepreneurship is the new retirement plan. My wife and I have owned a number of different businesses, and about 12 years ago, we were invited to take a look at an opportunity just like this. We were invited to a network marketing meeting from a friend of ours. And I have to tell you that, he had invited me several times prior to that, but I always found a reason or an excuse why I couldn't make it. And I think the reason why was because I had a lot of preconceived notions about what I thought network marketing was. But, I realized something, that the height of all stupidity is forming an opinion without knowing all the facts. And so, after a little bit of persuasion, I finally decided to go and take a look at this opportunity. And what I found was not at all what I perceived. What I found was, in fact, an excellent way to start building another income-producing asset. I believe in multiple streams of income. The average millionaire has 7 sources of income. I think the biggest challenge for me at that time was I had no time. I had 3 young children that were in diapers. My wife and I owned a successful business. We had 50 employees or so. I left the house at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'd kiss the kids on the way out the door in the morning, and I'd come home at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and I'd kiss the kids as they were just going to bed. But I was doing what I had to do as the provider for my family. So when I saw this opportunity, what I found was a great way to start building this income-producing asset that would give me back the most valuable commodity that I had, which was my time. I knew that it wasn't going to happen overnight, but I knew that if I could just be diligent and consistent over a period of 1 and 2 years, I'd start to create an additional revenue stream. And so here's what happened. I found that I could go build this business in the nooks and crannies of my life. Let me give you an example. So I would go about my day doing exactly what I normally would always do. I'd have the same conversations. I'd go to the same meetings. But I started to become more acutely aware of the conversations around me. And what I found was people in general weren't that happy. They were settling. They weren't satisfied with their current circumstances. And, it would come out by people saying things like, I can't afford to do this, or I can't afford to do that, or I don't like my job. I don't like my boss. Man, Sunday's here. I can't believe I got to go back to work tomorrow. Anytime that I would have somebody or hear one of those things, I would simply just say, well, listen, maybe I can help. You see, I've recently gotten involved in a business. We're working on it here on our part-time, and I can see how over the next 1 to 2 years, this is going to put me into a position where we have a full-time income stream coming in that's going to give us the ability to be able to do the things that we want to do rather than the things that we would have to do. It may be a good fit for you, may not, but I'd love to give you some more information. And I would invite them to take a look. And over time, what I found was I started to attract like-minded individuals, people that wanted more. People that didn't just want to settle in life, right? It's crazy to me how, when we were all little, we had big dreams. We were big thinkers. We wanted to be professional baseball players or doctors or whatever the case might be. But over time, we slowly start to settle in life. And then all of a sudden we arrive at this place where we think that maxed out credit cards and broken dreams are the norm, and they're not. And so what we started doing was we provided additional options for people in life. And here's what happened. The business started to grow, and pretty soon we had a team of a few dozen people into our business. And then all of a sudden we had a few hundred people in our business. In the first year, we made about $15,000 that year, extra dollars. We weren't breaking any records, but it was an extra $15,000. And I want each and every one of you to think about that for a moment. What would you do if you had an extra $1,000, maybe $1,500 a month of just passive residual income, money that just came to you every single month? What would you do with it? Would you pay down some debt? Would you, travel, take some vacations, live a little? What would you do with that kind of money right now? Well, after that first year, I started to realize the power of this industry. What I saw was we had a couple hundred people on our team, and most of those people were working part-time just like me. They were working part-time on or going to work full-time to pay their bills, but in their part-time or spare time, they were working on building their fortune. But when you added up all of those hours, it created a tremendous amount of leverage. And over the second year, we generated about $35,000 that year. Again, still working full-time, not paying much attention to this little side business. And then in 2008, the mortgage industry crashed. Do you guys remember that? Anybody go through that experience before or go through that experience? We lost everything. It was one of the most humbling experiences of our life. And I mean, we had homes repossessed. We had cars repossessed. The business that we were in, we sold leads in the mortgage industry. So everything depended upon the real estate industry. So, you know, the only thing that we had left at that point was this little side business, this little plan B that we had started a couple of years prior. It was paying us a few $1,000s a month, and that's actually how we put food on the table. And I'm very thankful that we decided to get that going, because had we, you know, not had that extra income coming in, I don't know what we would have done. At that point, my wife Summer and I decided to lock arms and go full-time in this industry. And over the next year, we actually were able to replace the income that we had with our traditional business, but my quality of life totally changed, because now I was working from home. I was walking the kids to the bus stop in the morning. I was home when they got home from school. We started traveling together as a family. And over the last 9 years, this industry has allowed us to be able to declare our financial freedom day. Let me tell you what this is. Your financial freedom day is the day that you no longer have to trade time for dollars. You can do the things that you want to do rather than the things that you have to do. And I'm very thankful for that, because I am grateful that my children, you know, they don't know what it's like to not have their mom and dad at home every single day. And so I share that story with you because as you're watching this presentation tonight, I can assure you that when I attended that first meeting, I had no idea where that meeting would lead us. But the reality is that sometimes we go through challenges in life to push us down a different path to exactly where we're supposed to be. Now, I'm excited to be able to share with you this opportunity. In fact, I have to just tell you guys that I am in complete awe of what is happening here at World Global Network. The first thing that I want to start with before we get into anything else is I want to get started with our income disclosure. And I love that we start with this because we always protect the house. And I want to just read this to you. So practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, as we are all unique and different. Basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business, and some people will make no money at all. The earnings of a World Global Network partner will be 100% dependent upon their skills, their work effort, their commitment, their leadership capabilities, and market conditions. And common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under the average. World Global Network does not guarantee any level of income or your success. So if you'd like to see a full income disclosure, just go to worldgn.com. And again, we start with that because one of the things that I can't stand is hype, right? You know, I always tell people this isn't get rich quick, but it is get rich possible. But it's going to require some hard work, smart work, dedication, and commitment. Now, I'll tell you this, you know, one of the success formulas that I learned a long time ago is if you want to make a lot of money, just figure out where people are going and try to get there faster. And one of the things that excited me about this opportunity is the fact that the wearable device industry right now is absolutely exploding. In fact, Time magazine recently said that it is the end of the smartphone era and the beginning of the wearable device industry. If you go back just to 2013, this was an $8 million a year industry. By 2016, this was a $111 million a year industry. It is now projected that over the next 36 months, this industry will be worth $34 billion, ladies and gentlemen. And I can tell you that we have the #1 product story in that space. So it's a very exciting time to be a part of what we have going on here. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the Hilo, the most advanced wearable device in the world today. This is a complete game changer in wellness, in technology, and the network marketing industry. This device will allow you to monitor your heart rate, your breath rate, your mood, your energy. It has a panic feature on it for your children, or for anyone that, if you want to add an extra layer of protection, it will monitor your calories. It has a guardian function, SOS feature. It'll monitor your steps and so much more. And literally, we're just getting started. One of the exciting things about this opportunity is the fact that we have just introduced the Hilo App Store. I want to go back to 2008 for just a moment. I want you to think about when the App Store for Apple launched. They launched with 800 apps in their store. Today, there's over 1.2 million. And here's what's exciting about that, ladies and gentlemen, is we just opened up our API, which allows outside developers to create and publish their own apps and plugins. We are the world's first device in the mobile health category to have an app store. So what does that mean to you? It means that you literally can access all of these different apps and unlock all kinds of new functions for your Hilo. Customers can benefit from the customer referral program while building those businesses. And for those of you that are looking for a business opportunity, what if I told you that we could go back 8 years ago and you could get paid a percentage off of every single app that is downloaded moving forward? You know, some of the apps that are getting ready to come out include alcohol monitoring, blood sugar levels, fitness, GPS tracking, pulse diagnostics, even mosquito deterrent. Let's just talk about a couple of those for just a moment. We have the world's first device, ladies and gentlemen, that will allow you to be able to monitor your blood sugar levels transdermally through the skin, and we're getting ready to release that coming up here in the fourth quarter of this year. I want you to think about this. 1 in 10 people today are diabetics, and they're still pricking their finger 3 or 4 times a day just to test their blood sugar. Imagine a parent now being able to send their child to school and being able to set that device up so that it's taking a reading every 30 minutes, every hour, however you program it, and it's relaying that information back to the parent or guardian, and they can see what those blood sugar levels are. Or if for any reason the blood sugar were to go too high or too low, it sends a warning or a notification to the parent saying, hey, we've got a problem here. How about alcohol monitoring? Would it be beneficial, do you think, for people to be able to have a drink or have a glass of wine or be at the bar and be able to look down and see what their blood alcohol levels are and maybe make that choice not to get behind a vehicle? Guys, this is only the beginning, and as they continue to release more and more apps as we move forward, it is going to continue to reach a wide variety of people moving forward, and that's what's exciting to me. The demographic and the market for this thing is unlimited because we can continue. We already have over 200 apps currently in development. You know, another thing that I love about this device is the germanium stones. They are mounted on a little titanium plate. They go on the inside of your band. And if you have not looked up germanium, it is fantastic for you. It balances your ions. It is a natural antioxidant. It increases blood circulation. We did a study where we showed literally a normal scan of a blood flow through the arm, and literally 13 minutes later, after wearing the Hilo, there was an 85% increase in blood circulation. So if you haven't had a chance to look up the germanium stones, this is another fantastic product that the company is offering. You know, we offer our multicolored bands packs. You know, especially the women, I know that they get really into the colors. I've got a blue one on today. So you can choose and interchange the device however you want it to look based on whatever you're wearing, which is something that people love. You know, for me, as I started to do my market research, I was blown away by the fact that there was nothing else out there in the industry. One of my favorite books is Blue Ocean Strategy. And in this book, they talk about 2 different market environments. One environment is a red ocean. It's a fiercely competitive market. It's where everybody is fighting over the same market share. As a result of that, it creates bloody, murky waters, right? A fiercely competitive market environment. And right now, if you take a look at the network marketing industry, what you're going to find is a fiercely competitive market. I'm not saying that there's not great companies or great products out there, but let me ask you a question. How many times have you heard about the best skincare product in the world? How many times have you heard about the best weight loss product in the world? But I can promise you this, you have never heard about what we are doing here at Hilo. You won't be able to get off this presentation and say, listen, I've heard of other companies doing stuff like that. No, you haven't, because we are literally the only game in town. In fact, we've been featured on Fox News. Just here in January of this year, we were featured at the largest consumer electronics show in the world by Toshiba, which was unbelievable. We created a partnership with Toshiba, a billion-dollar giant company, $55 billion, 100-year-old company, and we have had a tremendous impact ever since. In fact, if you look at what is happening right now, ladies and gentlemen, we already own 5.3% of the market share in wearable devices, and we just launched this product. You know, we are currently number 4 in the world with the upcoming production that we have coming up here in the 3rd and 4th quarter of this year. That will move us into the number 2 position right behind Fitbit. And you know what? I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. Go take a look at what's happening to Fitbit's stock and sales, and look what's happening to our stock and our sales right now. And that's because Fitbit is fairly limited. They had their time, but I'm telling you right now that we have completely disrupted this industry. And one of the exciting things about these numbers, our goal over the next 2.5 years is to become the number 1 technology company in the network marketing industry. Our goal is to sell 12 million devices, putting us at a $3 billion company with a $10 billion market cap. For us to be able to achieve that goal, we only need to own 1.5% of the market share. Ladies and gentlemen, we already own 5% of the market share after a 1-year pre-launch doing nothing other than sharing a simple 2-minute video. The company is continually innovating with life-changing products. Another product is BioZen. BioZen is making a huge difference. It is the first chip that reduces the harmful effect of electrosmog. Do you guys remember when we used to say, don't stand in front of the microwave? It's probably putting off damaging, harmful rays or something that's going to cause cancer. Well, they were right. They were right. All of the electrical devices puts off what's called EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, that are damaging to our DNA. I'm talking about your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, your desktop computer. And what this is it's a tiny little sticker, and I'll show it. I have it on the back of my phone. You can see it right here. And what it does is it blocks those EMFs. And if you think about it, I was just reading a study the other day where they were saying that millennials spend on average 7 hours a day on their phones. And if you add in multitasking, we're talking about 9+ hours per day on their phones. And you know what? We're not much better, ladies and gentlemen. The only difference here is that, we're in front of our computers. We're in front of our, our iPods or those iPads, those type of things. So I feel very good about the fact that my family has these little green things on the back of their phones, and even my younger children on the back of their iPads when they sit down and they're doing their little learning games and those type of things. I don't want them to have those harmful rays. I believe that this product is an absolute game changer, and I believe that every single person should have these on their devices. We have a new product that's getting ready to come out here in the 3rd quarter as well. It's called the Infolio, and what they've done is they've taken that same BioZen technology and they've put it inside a phone, the world's first phone with the BioZen protection inside. It's fantastic looking. It's got a bezel-less design. It's got all of the different bells and whistles, and that's going to be coming out again later this year. One of the things that I've learned about businesses is that I don't join people, I join companies first. I believe that the best predictor of future performance is past performance. And when I started looking at this company, I started looking into the owner's track record for success, and I have to tell you that I was blown away. I found a great story. First of all, this is a gentleman who founded one of the largest internet companies in Italy and Europe, started a giant company in Mechatech, introduced one of the world's first touchscreen LCD computers to the marketplace, and in 2005, he developed one of the first successful voice over IP platforms in the industry today. And he also has an amazing team, right? It's not just about who you are, it's who you surround yourself with that is everything. Alessandro Senatore is our COO and co-founder. He was the youngest vice president at Apple, and he is a complete genius when it comes to operations. So we're very fortunate that we have him. And then, of course, we have our superstar here, Mr. Antonio De Rosa, who is our Chief Design Officer and Senior Vice President of Marketing. This guy has won all kinds of innovation awards. He worked on the iPhone 6, the iPhone 7, and the Apple Watch from a design standpoint. And now he is here designing all of our products moving forward. And that is something that I am very excited about. You know, as you start to look at, you know, what I'm looking for as I look at companies is indicators. I want to know, is this company on the move? Are there signs that this company is heading into momentum? There is nothing worse than going to a company that is stale in the water and you are responsible for creating the momentum. What I love about this company is I found all kinds of accolades. You know, they have a AAA rating on, you know, as far as Business for Home, which is one of the top communities in all of the direct sales industry that governs the entire industry, reports on the industry. We were voted as the ambassador of network marketing in 2016. We were ranked in the top 100 direct selling companies, both in 2016 and 2017, among thousands of network marketing companies. We were voted as one of the top 100 most solid companies in the network marketing industry today. And we were recently just voted as the #1 product in all of direct sales, ladies and gentlemen. I want to put this into perspective. If we're talking thousands of network marketing company, we're talking about hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions of products that are in the network marketing space. And we were just voted literally here earlier this month as the #1 product in the world in direct selling. And I can tell you why that is, because people are looking for a different story in this industry. I'm not saying, again, that there's not great products out there, but technology runs and rules the world, and people are excited about something that they can get involved with, that they don't have to go mix it, they don't have to go shake it, they don't have to go sample it, they don't have to go home party it. They can literally build a business online, which is exactly where the future is going today. In fact, as long as you have one of these in your hand, you can literally build a business from anywhere in the world. And this company is by far the best platform that I have ever seen for giving someone the opportunity to be able to go out and start making money online. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about the stock here for just a moment. You know, in January of 2016, we launched the publicly traded, the public side of our company, World Media and Technology Corporation, as we launched at 9 cents a share in January of 2016. And you can see that the stock spiked up in January of 2017. It's no surprise because we announced, we did a press release announcing that we have the patent on the world's first glucose monitoring transdermally through the skin. We also had just finished up our partnership with Toshiba, which I'll be talking about here in just a moment. And as that happened, the stock climbed through the roof. And guys, it's continually just been going, you know, slowly going up and up and up. And now just the other day, it was trading at over $23 per share. So again, you don't see these kind of jumps unless you have some type of innovation, some type of serious momentum that's going on behind the company. Now, I want to talk a little bit about our global master distributors for just a moment, Nat and Shanita, who are running the field. These guys have been in the industry for over 30 years. They are legends in this profession. The company itself, we are open in 195 countries worldwide. Now, why is that important to you? Because this is a global economy today. And you may say, you know, I just don't know anybody in Shenzhen, China, or I don't know anybody in Vietnam. But here's the deal. You know somebody that knows somebody that does. And the beautiful thing about this business is because it is built around a simple 2-minute video that I'm assuming most of you have seen, the reality is when you have a product that evokes a positive emotional experience to the point where when someone watches that presentation and the first thing that they start thinking about is, man, my mom needs this product, my dad needs this product, you know what, my brother needs this product, and they start to send that video out, there's an effect that I describe called velocity marketing that takes place. Velocity marketing is where you go from no one knowing about a product to everyone knowing about a product in a very short period of time because it goes viral. And the reality is today, today because social media, the world is a much smaller place. You know, it used to be the seven degrees of separation. Now it's the 3.5 degrees of separation. And so what's exciting for Summer and I is that we now have business that's growing all over the world. We now have business in over 16 different countries. And as my mentor always says, Mr. Mike Sims, he says, Warren Buffett once said that if you can't figure out how to make money when you sleep, you will work until the day that you die. I'm going to say that again. If you can't make money while you sleep, you will work until the day that you die. What I love about this is when I go to bed at night, I have people that are literally waking up on the other side of the world that are just getting started at sharing that simple 2-minute video. You know, another indicator, a strong indicator, is what's happening with the income levels here. Now, again, guys, this is not get rich quick, but it is get rich possible. We now have 10% of the top income earners in the entire world currently in this company. If you take a look and see, look at some of the estimated monthly earnings in some of these individuals. You know, we're talking about Chanita and Nat, our global master distributors, are now earning over $1.2 million per month. But folks, it's not just them. Chad and Natita Chong, over $750,000 per month. Ramasio Fulcher, $263,000 per month. You know, Jeremy Rome, $141,000. My personal sponsor, Mike Sims, $116,000. In fact, you know, I got to just say this. You know, I'm a professional in this industry. Amateurs run around and say things like, oh, our comp plan is better than your comp plan. But folks, I've just got to tell you this. I've never seen anything like this before. We have broken over 600 diamonds as a company in the last 7 months. 600. An average diamond makes anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 per week. And we are just getting started. This literally is the first year since we really introduced the Hilo, and the company is absolutely exploding. So I just have to say that, you know, I have people in my organization that have had a difficult time having success in this industry for whatever reason. But here, they're finding the success that they've always looked for, and it's because of the high-speed, low-drag nature of the business, because of the relevancy of the product, and because of the simplicity of our system. You know, what I see here is something that's very unique. I have not ever seen anything like this in 12 years. I see a convergence of forces coming together. You have a company, the stability of a company that's 6 years old, and yet they took a different direction in January of 2016. The Hilo became the product story, and here they're just now launching this here in North America. You know, I learned long ago that if you can position yourself in the beginning stages with a company that has all of the signs of becoming one of the next giants in the industry, there's a tremendous amount of money that can be made. As far as products go, we are the only product like this in the entire world. There isn't anything else out there in the world that will allow you to be able to monitor your blood pressure, do an ECG, be able to remotely monitor up to 20 people that you love and care about most. I can literally look at my phone right now, ladies and gentlemen, and I can tell you exactly what my grandmother's breath rate, heart rate, and blood pressure is, and she lives in Las Vegas. You know, we are currently positioned in one of the largest and fastest growing trends in the technology space today, which is wearable device, going to emerging market worth $34 billion over the next 3 years. The timing doesn't get any better. You know, the last number that I heard, we were at right around 7,000 active promoters currently in North America. Why is that such a big deal? Because, folks, we're going to go from no one knowing about this opportunity to everyone knowing about this opportunity in a very short period of time. We have an incredible team and system that is helping people be successful. In fact, over 400 of those 600 diamonds have come from our group in a simple, duplicatable system that I'm going to talk about here in just a moment. We have an unbelievable management team and a compensation plan that has some of the top earners in the entire world of this industry. So what does that all mean to you? How do you fit into the equation? So first of all, number one is you have the ability to be able to choose at what level you'd like to be involved with. As we share this opportunity, I find that people fall into one of three categories. The first category is they can roll into the customer referral program. That's a great place for somebody that just, hey, wants to wear the product on their wrist and maybe casually go out. If somebody asks them where they bought the product, they just refer them to the company and they get a small referral fee. You can become a customer, you don't even have to get involved in the referral program. You can buy our products and just wear the products and enjoy them. Or you can become a customer with bundles and get these savings that go along with them as well. So let me go through these different options. So first of all, to become a team member or a customer or a referral partner, there are a couple of different options. So the first option is what we call a personal pack. A personal pack comes with one Hilo LX. You get one band set, and the advantage of this particular bundle is that it also comes with a germanium plate set. This is a fantastic place if you are a customer or you want to be a customer. This is a great place for you to go ahead and try the products out. For those of you that want to build the business, we've got a couple of different options here. We've got the family pack. The family pack is a one-time investment of $1,349. You get 4 Hilo LXs, you get 4 germanium plate sets, you get 4 band sets, and you also get 4 bios in as well, absolutely free. The beautiful thing about this particular pack, you're getting those germanium stones for free, you're getting the bios in for free. What I love about it is you've got enough inventory, not just for you, but you got one on your spouse, maybe your children, maybe you have a mom or dad that you want to put this on, or at the same time, if you want to just put one on your wrist, you go sell the other 3, you're almost at a point where you already at a break even and you've just gotten started in the business. And so this is a fantastic place to start. And finally, for those of you that are looking to build the business and treat this like a business, we have a premium pack. It's a one-time investment of $1,999. The number is 6. You get 6 of everything. By far, it is the best value. But let me tell you why I love this pack. You know, for me, I do treat this like a business. I take this business very seriously. And as a result of that, my wife and I are in the top 0.5% earners out of millions of network marketers around the world. I've never met somebody that has come into my business in 12 years that said, what's the minimum that it'll take for me to get started? And they've turned around and they've produced the maximum. For me, it's all about a mindset. It's all about a commitment. And I need that extra inventory to support my business. When I sign someone up into my business, I don't want them to have to wait for the shipping time frames to be able to get that product. Might be 2 or 3 weeks before they get that product. So what I do is I give them one of those band packs, and then when they get their product, they just give it back to me. So I'm always running an exchange program in my business. Another thing that I love to do, I'll give you guys a tip. One of my favorite ways to build this business, every time somebody comes over to my home, I just put one of these Hilos on their wrist and tell them, listen, I just got involved in a technology company. The stock's climbing through the roof. I want you to wear this device and just give me your feedback over the next couple of days. And that's it. I just say, look, would you be one of my, I'm doing some market research. And you know what? I've never had one person that's come back that has said, I don't want to buy, I don't want this. Every single time that I've done that, they've wanted to purchase that product. So again, you have some different options. And then for those of you that enjoy the BioZen 30 store or BioZen story, we have a package that you get 30 bios in, and then you get 8 additional free bios in. You know, some of the additional benefits of the family and the premium pack and the BioZen 30 is that it allows you to be able to maximize the compensation plan moving forward as well. So the first step here to success is just to pick your pack. From there, the next step, what we're going to do is you're going to become a team builder. We're going to help you to go find 2 people, one on your left and one on your right. Now, I know you're probably asking, look, I'm not a salesperson, and I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable calling my friends and asking them to buy this product. I'm certainly not comfortable going door to door and trying to sell these products to somebody else. And I want you to take the word sales completely out of the equation, because that is not what we do. In fact, every time that somebody comes to me with a strong sales background, I think, oh man, here we go again, because they get themselves into trouble in this industry, because they struggle. Because when you try to sell, people naturally resist. Everybody wants to buy, but nobody wants to be sold. The beautiful thing about what we do is we just share a simple 2-minute video. When my wife and I got started in this business in February, all we did is we made a names list, and we started texting our friends, and we basically just asked them, have you heard of the Hilo yet? 100% of the time they said no. And all we did is we just said, hey, listen, if we sent you a 2-minute video, would you be willing to watch it and just let us know what you think? And I can tell you, I remember the first 10 text messages that I sent out. I sent 5 to people that are in the network marketing industry, and I sent 5 to people that are a total anti-network marketers. And all I said was, listen, would you be willing to watch this 2-minute video? I just want to hear your thoughts. And immediately the text messages started coming back in. The first person to respond was actually my father. My father's 66 years old. I thought, here's somebody who definitely, he should be wearing a helo. So I sent it to him. His response to me, he says, Travis, not only am I interested in this product, but all of the people that I know would be interested in this product as well. I want to talk to you in the morning about this business. And I have to tell you guys, in 12 years, my dad has never, ever been interested in anything that we've been a part of before. You know, the next person that responded was a good friend in the network marketing space. He came back and said, Travis, I'm ready to order my family pack. Where do I sign up? I laughed because at that time, I didn't even know what a family pack was at that point. By the end of that first day, we had 8 out of the 10 people that had already responded that had questions or were very interested in getting involved either A, as a customer, or B, getting involved in the business. And guys, we weren't even in the business yet. We were just sharing the video, just looking for feedback. So that's how you go out and get the interest. And from there, they're going to have questions. What do? You plug them into a daily presentation just like this. That's the simplicity of the business. So once we go find those 2, we're going to help those 2 go do the exact same thing. And what that does is it helps you become what's called a team developer. And at that point, ladies and gentlemen, you're qualified for all of the aspects of this compensation plan. So again, there's 3 different ways that you generate income here. The first way is a first order bonus. You refer somebody to the product, you can get paid. If that's all you did and you just wanted to be a customer with benefits or a referral partner, that's a great place for you. You know, for those of you that are looking to build the business and you decide, hey, look, a family pack or a premium pack makes sense to me, there is a fantastic way for you to be able to start earning full-time income here. And the way that you do that is by creating leverage. You know, I was once told that this industry is about, earning a little bit of money off of a lot of people that are all just doing a little bit, right? All of these people are going to work full-time to pay their bills, but in their part-time or spare time, they're working on building their fortune. And that's exactly what this is about. The second way that you get paid is through the team commissions. Once you go get those 2, one on your left, one on your right, you are now qualified to earn up to 20% of all of the team sales volume in your organization. From that point forward, as we become a team developer, you are now qualified for the check matching bonus as well. And this is very exciting. You know, my wife and I have sponsored close to 100 people into this business. And every single one of those people, when they get a check every single week for their team commissions, my wife and I get a 10% match of that check. Why? Because we sponsored them into the business. And what I love about this model is that I can't earn an income without helping somebody else be successful. It's the ultimate pay it forward model. But it doesn't stop there, ladies and gentlemen. As you start to increase your team sales, you can see here at Gold, you start to pick up a second generation where you're picking up another 5%. At Diamond, you're picking up a third generation and so forth. My wife and I are presidents in this plan, and we're earning 4 generations every single week, which is approximately for us somewhere in the neighborhood of about 600-700 people every week that are getting a paycheck, and we're getting 5 to 10% of that check just simply because we are helping people be successful here. So it's a fantastic plan. And finally, what I want to spend a little bit of time on here before we wrap up is our loyalty membership, because a lot of people ask me, where does the residual aspect come from in this plan? It comes from the loyalty membership. We all have loyalty plans. I have a loyalty membership with AT&T, but they don't let me go and promote their products and make money off of them. You know, people say to me all the time, well, what's the difference between this Fitbit or, an Apple Watch? Well, first of all, if you go look at the features of those products, they don't do anything like what we do. But number 2, those products don't pay you to wear it and share it. I traded in my Fitbit in February a long time ago, and guess what? I get paid to wear it and share it, and I get paid extremely well to be able to go out and start sharing a simple 2-minute video with others. But what I love the most is the residual, because residual is the key to getting back your time, to owning your own lifestyle. The way that this works is very simple. If you want to build the business here, if you're a customer, this is not for you. For those of you that want to build a business, $59 per month gets you the ability to be able to monitor up to 5 people every single month. It gets you a protection plan that allows you to, if something happens to your helo and the Infolio when it's released, they'll replace it. It gets you 75 loyalty points per month. Folks, a loyalty point is equivalent to $1. So I spend $59 and the company gives me $75. I spend $59, the company gives me $75. Now, why is that important? Because we're always innovating. I want you to think about what happens every single October in Apple. They come out with a brand new phone. 70% of their entire customer base runs down and goes and buys that phone between October and the end of the year. Why is that? Because everybody wants to get their hands on the latest technology. One of the things that's exciting about this particular company is we already introduced the Classic in the first year, sold over 200,000 units. We then came out with the Hilo LX that started shipping in March of this year here in North America. And folks, we are already working on devices several years out. They already know what the devices are going to look like next year. They're already working on the devices for 2020. But what's great is by being on a loyalty membership, every time that new device comes out, I can use my loyalty points to get that device for free. Why? Because we want our business promoters to have the latest technology so they can go out and wear it and share it. You have the opportunity to be able to get free Hilo, free Biozen, free Infolio, all of those products. You can use those loyalty points on any of that stuff. One of my favorite parts about this loyalty plan is you also get an additional 1% cash back given to you in the form of a money box. It's kind of like a savings account. If you are active on your business plan, every single commissionable period, you get 1% of the total team volume put into a savings account for you. My wife and I are approaching close to $4,000 in our money box. Folks, we just started 4.5 months ago. By the end of the first year, we're anticipating over $10,000 in this money box that will be a bonus that is paid to us. We're already planning on taking our kids on a Disney cruise or doing something fun with that money. And not only that, but you also, for every single person in your organization, every time that they make that loyalty payment, a volume rolls into the team commissions and you get paid off of that volume. That's where the residual income comes from. You know, folks, the value of this is over $1,426 plus whatever money is saved in your money box. And your entire investment is $708. And here's the best part. It doesn't even have to come off of your credit card. It can come right off of the top of your commissions every single month. I love that. Now, I want to talk to those of you that have been in the network marketing industry for just a moment, because this is very important. The average attrition rate in network marketing is 72%. 72%. What does that mean? It means that every year, 72% of the people that are in your business are going to turn off their auto ship. What are some of the reasons why? Well, first of all, you know what? I've still got, boxes or bags of protein in my cupboards from a company I was involved with 3 years ago. Why? Because I had to just keep ordering that product to qualify even if I didn't need it. Pretty soon people get to a point where they just think, you know what, I've got so much of this product, I'm going to turn my auto shipment off. One of the beautiful things about this is we have a 72% retention rate. 72% retention rate. Why is that important? Because if you've got people that are running out the back door as quickly as you're putting them in the front door, it's very difficult to build a walk-away income. And that is why we are all here. Nobody wants to be a part of an organization or a business that the moment that you take your foot off of the gas, your check starts plummeting. And when you have a retention rate of that magnitude, what it allows you to do is to be able to truly build the residual income and truly build an income-producing asset. And that is something that is very important. So finally, again, how are you active in the plan? Very, very simple, ladies and gentlemen. To stay active in our plan, you've got to be on a loyalty membership, and then you have to sell 30 in new sales volume, which is basically one product in your entire store every month to stay active in the plan. That's it. It can be a Hilo, it can be one of the phones, it can be the Biozen, any of our products, or it can be someone that's in your organization that's currently on a loyalty membership. Again, we have some amazing leadership in this company. Some of the top mentors in the world today, a number of these individuals are #1 bestsellers. They are featured on some of the biggest stages in the personal development arena in the world today. You can see Mike Sims here, who is our very own presidential millionaire. He's my sponsor. And I will tell you this, he's the #1 reason why I'm here at this company. So we have some amazing leadership here currently at the helm. I was just in LA a couple of weeks ago for the President's Experience. And one of the cool things that this company does is when you hit a certain milestone, they award you with your dream vehicle. And I've never been a part of a company that does this before. I've seen companies have car payment programs. We have that too. But I actually witnessed several of my dear friends get awarded with, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, Mercedes. And again, it's for them just coming in here, and you got to think about it. The way that they were able to achieve these goals is by helping other people be successful. And I love that. Some people think, I'm not into the hype, but really it's not about hype, ladies and gentlemen. It's just about dreams. We make dreams come true. So whatever your dream is, we can make that possible in this company. And I can tell you that I don't see that happening in corporate America. I don't see that happening in traditional business today. In fact, what I see in traditional business today are companies that are focused on one thing, and that's profitability. And what do they continue to do? They continue to figure out how to get the most out of their people by paying them the least amount of money possible. And here, we're a company that literally is giving away vehicles, dream vehicles, simply for people coming in and putting in the work. And that is why I love the network marketing industry. It will provide you, or can provide you, a lifestyle like no other. Another cool program that they have when you hit a certain level in this plan is you actually have unlimited access to a private jet program. So literally, if you want to fire up the jet, this is available for USA, Europe, Russia, anywhere in the Middle East. You hit President Millionaire rank at least one time, folks. All you need to do is hit it one time. And for an entire year, you've got your own jet to be able to take. Let's go anywhere you want to go. If I want to go and do a business meeting over in California, boom, I can fire up the jet. If I want to pop over to Alabama, or if I want to pop down to Tennessee, or wherever the case might be, I go fire up the jet. How would that help you build your business as well? So in conclusion, I just want to say that I have never seen anything like this before. My wife and I, our personal experience here, we got involved on February 13th. We started sharing a 2-minute video. I haven't held one opportunity meeting, you guys. I have not had to invite my friends, my family members over to my home and mix up, the latest flavored banana shakes and telling them a story. I literally have done nothing other than just share a 2-minute video and plug those that wanted more information into a presentation like this. That's it. So if you can do that, if you can send a text message out to your friends and then invite them to listen in, that's all we've done here. And we've sponsored close to 100 people. Our team has grown into the thousands. And my wife and I are generating over $15,000 per week in earnings. Now, again, if you want to see the income disclosure, go to worldgn.com. There's no guarantees here, but that's what I love about it. Anytime that you see a guarantee on your salary, I always say run, because you know what? That's somebody telling you what you're worth. They're determining, when you have to be at work, when you have to get to take lunch, when you have to be at home, how many weeks of vacation that you get every single year, folks. I've got a problem with somebody buying my efforts wholesale and going out and selling those efforts retail at my expense while I build somebody else's fortune. Now, I'm not saying go quit your day job tomorrow. I believe that there is a tremendous amount it is honorable to go to work and take care of the bills and to take care of the family. But this is an opportunity here for you to start building your family's future, not someone else's. And that's what I love. In this company, I've never seen anything like what they are currently doing. Now, I want to talk to you about the advantage that every single one of you has here today. We are brand new. We literally just launched this product. This thing just came out on Fox News just a few months ago. We just started shipping these here in North America. And so what that means is that the people that invited you here are part of our initial launch team, a success team that has been put together to start introducing this to the market. And so knowing that we already own 5% of the market share and that we're projected to sell millions, tens of millions of these devices over the next couple of years, you can only imagine what's going to happen here in North America. Each and every one of you has an opportunity here today to be able to get positioned. And the great thing about it is when you get positioned, you're getting positioned in the top of that structure, which means that every single person that comes in from that point forward goes below you. And that is the beauty of this business. Let me ask you a simple question. I'm sure all of you have heard of Fitbit before. If I approached you 8 years ago, knowing what we know today, Fitbit today is worth $7 billion. They did over, sold over 20 million devices last year. If you had an opportunity to earn a percentage off of every single one of those sales moving forward, would you have done it? Of course you would. And that's exactly the opportunity that you're being presented here with tonight. And then, of course, I had some individuals that when I launched this business, I told them flat out, I said, look, guys, I'm telling you right now, this company is going to be huge. And my wife and I are going to go build an organization here that is unlike anything that we've ever done before. And we will earn millions of dollars here. Not only that, we will earn millions of stock here, dollars in stock. The people that lock arms with us at this stage of the game are going to be the ones that benefit the most from our future efforts. And you know what? A lot of those people locked arms with us. And as a result of that, they literally have thousands of people below them. But there were some people that just couldn't get over. They had to overthink it, right? They had to overanalyze it. They waited a couple of months, and now they're just getting involved. And hey, the opportunity is still fantastic, but they missed out on thousands of people below them. Folks, I know this to be true. Every single person that's on this presentation right now will be presented with at least a couple of opportunities in your lifetime. They're the type of opportunities that can literally change your life. I would just say this. Don't just go to bed praying for financial solutions. Pray to recognize an opportunity when it presents itself. I can tell you this. I know that World Global will be a billion-dollar company over the next few years. I know that this is my family's retirement vehicle, and I know that I will be able to go and empower tens of thousands of people around the world over the next 12 to 18 months with an opportunity that will literally change their lives. I invite you to be one of them. So with that, I want to say thanks so much for tuning in tonight. For those of you that are team members, I want to remind you that we have our Diamond training coming up here in just about 7 minutes right here on the same exact login. I'm going to end this presentation, and then you can come on back tonight and get some outstanding training on how to launch your business. So with that, I want to say thank you very much. Again, my name is Travis Flaherty. I'm a president here at World Global, and I am a world changer. Thanks, guys. You guys take care.